Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be covering what I think Quant is going to do in the near future. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Now, when you look at Quant on the daily time frame, in my last video I drew Quant in a falling wedge and it started to break up, but then it came right back down to that $100 support region and has just recently been trading sideways for the last few weeks. If you look at the stochastics, they were a bit overbought but are starting to reset, and the RSI is a little bit in that oversold region. Neither one of those indicators look too bad right now. And then if you pull a Fibonacci, as you can see, Quant is trading just beneath the golden pocket. Typically that is a great accumulation zone if you believe in a project long term. But keep in mind, Quant and most other projects in the crypto market are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. And to that point, I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Now, as I've said in my last couple videos, I love the fact that Bitcoin has extremely oversold stochastics right now and an oversold RSI. However, there are definitely bearish signs as well. When you look at price action, it just recently broke beneath the 21-day moving average. Typically, that is a very bearish indicator. And it's also beginning to form a little bit of a Bart Simpson pattern, which is also not a good pattern to see. Now, anything is possible. Because of the oversold stochastics and RSI, I wouldn't be shocked if Bitcoin did pump back up. However, if it does drop, personally, I would look for it to come down to that 28,200, 28,100 range, as it's been a nice support zone in the past. Now, I also want to point out that there's a very bullish indicator on Bitcoin's weekly time frame, which is an even larger time frame. So when you look at the moving averages, the 21-day just recently crossed the 200-day moving average. That is a golden cross, and typically that signals an explosive move is coming for Bitcoin. And oftentimes what you will see happen would line up perfectly with what I was saying. I wouldn't be shocked if Bitcoin came down and touched the 21-day moving average, which would be at that $28,200 range. And then it could potentially bounce off of the 21-day and have an explosive move upward, which in turn could skyrocket Quant and the rest of the crypto market. Now, you also need to keep in mind that macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden extremely bullish news comes out, Bitcoin's price is probably going to skyrocket. On the contrary, if extremely bearish news comes out, Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market is probably going to tank. So just realize anything can happen in crypto. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. So as you can see right now, it's sitting at 51, and that's in the neutral zone. However, last week and last month, we were in the greed regions. Now, why measure fear and greed? The crypto market behavior is very emotional. People tend to get greedy when the market is rising, which results in FOMO, fear of missing out. Also, people often sell their coins in irrational reaction of seeing red numbers. With our Fear and Greed Index, we try and save you from your own emotional overreactions. There are two simple assumptions. Extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a good buying opportunity. When investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. Now, I personally love buying crypto when it's down in that 15-20 range, but there are a lot of people out there that can't stomach that, and a lot of people out there don't have the same conviction and beliefs in crypto that I do. And that's when you'll start seeing news articles. Is Bitcoin dead? Is crypto ever going to recover? Bitcoin's going to zero, etc. And the reality is that is when you should be buying crypto. But when you see the numbers start getting into that 60, 70, 80 region, that's when you see, oh, Bitcoin's going to 250,000. Crypto's the future, all these bullish articles. And you just need to understand that that might be when a correction is about to happen. The reality is this: if you're going to make money in the crypto market and any other market for that matter, you cannot do what 95% of people do. So overall, you just need to understand what the sentiment of the crypto market is at that time. And from my experience, this is a great indicator to do that. Now, the next piece of news I'm going to cover is an analyst saying that BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF could skyrocket Bitcoin's price to $180,000. Now, as you guys know from my last several videos, I am extremely bullish on the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. However, even I am not that bullish on it to where I think Bitcoin's going to go to 180,000. But again, what you have to understand is BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager. As of right now, they are in charge of almost $9 trillion of funds. If their Bitcoin ETF does get accepted, it will make it significantly easier for the average person to get into crypto, and especially the older generations with most of the money, which in turn should skyrocket Bitcoin's price and the rest of the crypto market. Now, again, 180,000, I don't know about that. Anything is possible though. Right now, every single person thinks that the bull run is going to be 2024, 2025, but you need to realize this could potentially be a catalyst that is big enough to start an early bull market. Yes, I understand there are Bitcoin cycles, but I'm telling you, this could be huge. All right, now I'll get into a little bit of what Quant actually is. According to CoinMarketCap, Quant is currently the 40th largest cryptocurrency. It's trading at a price point of $101. It has a market cap of $1.2 billion, a max supply of only 14.8 million, and a circulating supply of 12 million. That's about 81% in circulation. And to put things into perspective, Bitcoin has a max supply of only 21 million. Quant is just over 2/3 of what Bitcoin is, which is extremely scarce. Quant reached its all-time high back in the 2021 bull market of $428. It's currently down 76% since then. Now, what is Quant? Quant launched in June of 2018 with the goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale without reducing the efficiency and interoperability of the network. It is the first project to solve the interoperability problem through the creation of the first blockchain operating system, which is the Overledger network. So the main aim of Quant using Overledger is to bridge the gap that exists between different blockchains. The backbone of the project is the Overledger network, which Quant bills as the ecosystem on which the future digital economy ecosystem will be built. So a lot of people out there will see Quant's low supply and they will assume they're basically just trying to be another Bitcoin or a store of value, but that's not the case at all. In fact, Quant is arguably trying to accomplish something significantly greater than that of Bitcoin. They are essentially trying to be the glue for the entire world economy. Again, connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale. And a big reason a lot of people are so bullish on Quant is because of Gilbert Verdian, who's the founder of Quant Network. He has over 20 years of industry experience in upgrading the security, technology, and business strategies of businesses around the globe in order to achieve tangible results. He also founded the ISO standard TC307, which currently has 53 countries working towards it and is responsible for the standardization in relation to blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. He has a very impressive resume. If you guys are looking to invest in Quant, I highly recommend you do a little bit of research into him. Now, Quant is also one of 8 cryptocurrencies to be rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant, which is huge because this allows them to integrate within the entire financial sector, working alongside central banks with cross-border payments. And now if you look at Quant's website, the foundation of the blockchain economy, unlocking benefits for all, assets of all kinds from currencies to carbon credits are being tokenized on blockchain. And this is one of my favorite parts right here. Our patent pending technology makes this simple, trusted, and future-proof. Their technology is patented, which is always going to make them unique. You're not going to see a lot of other cryptocurrencies that copy them, which could always be used as a big selling point in the future. And they also have a lot of good quality articles on their website. So yet again, if you're looking to invest in Quant, there's plenty of information that you can learn on their website. Now, when you look at Quant's Twitter, they have 133,000 followers, and their latest tweet, CBDCs running on blockchains and benefiting from embedded secure smart contracts are a form of programmable money that could usher in a range of improvements in terms of efficiency, security, and transparency. Now, I also understand a lot of you guys out there are not fans of CBDCs, and I'm not going to pretend I'm the biggest fan of them either because of the whole idea that it kind of defeats the purpose of cryptocurrency. A lot of people love crypto because it's decentralized, but the reality is that CBDCs are coming regardless. There is nothing that any cryptocurrency is going to do that's going to stop CBDCs. And yes, Quant is helping develop CBDCs. So if that scares you away from investing in Quant, I understand. But now I'm going to ask you a question. Who controls most of the money in the world? The central banks. So from an investment standpoint, if Quant is heavily embedded with central banks who control most of the money, naturally that's probably going to have a lot of money flowing through Quant, which in turn should make Quant a pretty good investment. But perhaps that's just the way that I see it. And then I also love what they tweeted July 26th. Banking giants such as JP Morgan and Citi want to supercharge Wall Street by tokenizing assets on blockchain. And I have also seen Larry Fink, who is BlackRock's CEO, talking about this as well. This technology has the capability to revolutionize financial market infrastructure, which again, I cannot stress enough, is huge for Quant's use case, as Quant is trying to connect all blockchains and networks. And this is just a little bit on tokenization. So real world asset tokenization or digital asset creation is one of the most significant growth areas in finance, as companies seek new ways to increase efficiency and open new markets. A tokenized reality would enable a more transparent, easier to manage, more secure, faster, and less costly financial system with a potential for reduced systematic risk. And I also want you guys to get a grasp on how large the Overledger network actually is. So take a second and pause the video if you want a closer look. But Quant is so heavily integrated with so many massive companies. In my opinion, it is going to be so difficult for Quant to actually fail long term. And now let's play around with some numbers and let's try and find out how high Quant could go next bull run and in the future in general. So as we discussed, Quant currently has a market cap of about 1.2 billion. When you look at Dogecoin, it's about 11 billion. And when you look at XRP, it's about 38 billion. So if you go to market cap of and you put Quant in and you put Dogecoin in, theoretically, if Quant were to reach the market cap of Dogecoin right now, it'd be trading at a price point of $761, and that would be a 7x. Now, this would be just shy of double from Quant's all-time high. Personally, I think this is too low, and I think there's a lot better chance that it reaches a market cap closer to what XRP is at, which if it did so would put it at $2,600, and that'd be a 25x. Now, I'm going to be honest, I liked the XRP comparison a little bit more when XRP was down at that 24 billion market cap, before it won its case. However, I could certainly still see this being a possibility because again, the reality is there are not many cryptocurrencies solving as big of an issue as Quant is solving. Interoperability is about as big of a use case as you can possibly get in crypto. Quant is essentially a company that is leveraging crypto, which is awesome because it gives you and me the opportunity to actually invest in it. So I do want to be clear, in the next bull run, I would guess personally Quant would reach between that 1500 to 2600 range. Could it go higher? Yes, anything is possible. But I also don't know if the world is truly ready for interoperability yet. So perhaps Quant will explode a few years down the line. And I also want to make sure you guys truly understand how scarce Quant actually is. So just for educational purposes, if Quant were to reach the market cap of Bitcoin right now, Quant would be trading at a price point of 39,000. Again, I'm not saying this is going to happen, at least not in the next bull run, but Quant does have the opportunity to be worth a lot of money because of its low supply. And someday in the future, if it actually succeeds at solving interoperability and being the glue for the entire world economy, I wouldn't be shocked if it does reach these levels a decade from now. But these price predictions are just my opinion and for educational purposes. Please do your own research and come to your own conclusions. And let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about Quant next bull run? Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome, I'm a